Alrighty folks, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog. You know where we're at. We're sitting in the backyard. Matter of fact, let me scooch over a little bit and swing y'all around this way just a tad. There we go. It might be a little wind noise in there going on, but hopefully it's not too bad. But y'all saw that thumbnail. Let's talk about the two-step for a few minutes, and then maybe we'll get into another quick topic too. But let's definitely get into the two-step first. Bean, what you doing, buddy? Hey, there's Indigo. Indigo, what you doing, girl? Indigo. Indigo. All right, so you know when I'm in the backyard, and you know when we get the dogs in, the very first of the video, we're probably going to sit back and have a discussion. So let's sit back, have a discussion about the two-step and what I found from my experience. So I've said it all along, and tried multiple things. Shake and bake, and a lot of these Hemis, if you watch a lot of the the Modern Street Hemi shootouts, or you go to the track and you see a lot of Hemis, they will traditionally launch off of idle, and the reason for that is because it works the best. It works the best. So my two-step experiment, you guys have seen it in the videos. We've done it, used it several times. I've gone from 2800, I boosted it to 3100, and it just didn't do what we expected. We actually expected it to build a little more boost, and I know some people will beat me up in the comments, but at 2800 to 3100, that's 2.5 to 3.5 pounds of boost. So that's not a lot of boost to launch off of. But what we found out was the converter wasn't necessarily locking up as hard as it should, utilizing the two-step. So that's what was hurting the 60-foot compared to launching off of idle and flashing the converter. That's like a whole nother gear, right? And shake and bake has always left best off of idle. Now, that's not to say in the future the two-step can't come back into the picture. So when we eventually go to the point where we're adding boost and spinning the Procharger a little bit faster, could that produce more boost at 2800 to 3100 RPMs? Could that create more boost to compensate for leaving off of idle? It's a definite possibility, right? But we won't know that until obviously we kick it into high gear with the engine swap over to the forged engine, and then turning up the boost a little. So the two-step, like I said, the two-step experiment, it just didn't go like we planned for it to go. We got it in kind of late. We didn't get it in early in the season, which may have helped with a little better DA. But for the most part, it just didn't do what we thought it was. I know I said that about 5 times already, repeating myself. I'm trying not to repeat myself. But again, that's not to say in the future that two-step can't come back into play, and it very well may. One good thing about utilizing the watt box from N2MB is, so I got mine run into my glove box. I don't have it mounted permanently, so I can just disconnect the watt box, bring it in the house, and you can't start the car without it. So once you install the watt box, your ignition and stuff runs through that watt box, and you cannot start the car without it. So there's a big security feature, right? Not necessarily what it was meant for, but it makes a great security feature by just disconnecting it, taking that in the house, and the car won't start. Again, if y'all didn't see the video, basically if someone wants your vehicle, they're gonna get it one way or the other. The only thing you can do is try and deter them from taking yours, and push them into moving to someone else's car. So one, making it hard to start, that's number one. If they can't start the car, more than likely they're not going to take it, and they're just going to move on to someone else's car that they can start, and take that car. But anyway, so that's a great feature of the Watt Box. Another nice feature of the Watt Box is with an additional purchase of a little pigtail, you can turn the Watt Box into a NItrous controller as well, based on RPM. So it's not a timing thing, it's more RPM than it is timing. So in theory, because I was spinning so hard launching off of wide open throttle with the NItrous on wide open throttle, we can then tweak the NItrous to come in a little bit later off the launch, vice right at launch. We go wide open throttle. So we got some playing to do there as well. We are doing some more attempts to get that 9. We've done at least 2 this weekend, one at MIR and one at Cecil. Those videos will be next. So we're not stopping the quest for 9s yet. We're still trying to figure out when we can get into to get the new motor done. Worst case scenario, it's probably going to go into the end of June, beginning of July, before I can get that done. So there's something to look forward to, is the new motor and the new setup. I'm still trying to find a hood option. I think what I'm going to have to do is just snatch a hood, either like one off a 6-cylinder, or possibly a Redeye hood, and just cut out the middle, and then figure out how to cowl over it after the fact. So I still got some thinking to do about that. But the new setup's going to be is going to be quite unique. I haven't seen anyone use this combination, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens when we make that swap and get to the track and do our thing. But I know I got off into a couple different topics, talked a little bit about the two-step, talked a little bit about the future of shake and bake, and that's just kind of where we are and where we're at. So if you are stopping it for the first time, please check out the rest of the channel. If you like what's going on with the rest of the channel, you know the deal. Do me them few things: like, subscribe, smash the bell, shoot me a comment, share it on your social media. I'll definitely appreciate it. Shake and Bake definitely appreciate it. Indigo will definitely appreciate it. Bean will definitely appreciate it, because every red penny from YouTube goes right back into Shake and Bake. That's it for this one, folks. Race is coming next 2 videos, so stay tuned. Adios.